Today we're going to be talking about the bank board Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson saw himself as a champion of his people and never mourned for losing the war with the United States. The bank war was a war that Andrew Jackson wanted to lower the debt in the United States. The bank was partly owned by federal government and it had monopoly on federal deposits. He also thought the federal bank would benefit the bank, but that's not all. Andrew Jackson in 1833 said that he would use a national bank instead of a secondary bank. Mainly, Jackson wanted a national bank instead of a secondary bank because he disliked secondary bank ideas. Andrew intended to destroy the secondary bank and he even made the charter expire in 1836. On to the point. Through process of elimination, Jackson got rid of secondary banks and reestablished its pet banks, or so-called various state banks, for the government. Nicholas Biddle tried to renew and grant a new charter, but Jackson vetoed his bill. Overall, we can all see that at this point, everyone, including the Kentucky Senator Henry Clay and Superior, turned against Jackson and the bank war. Delegations of business owners begged Jackson to kill the bank, but Jackson refused. He intended not to follow business owners in rejection. Jackson thought for a cause that would be great victory for economic democracy. Overseas, Jackson said he mandated the bank angrily because he thought he was right and they were wrong. Jackson mainly saw no taste in secondary banks, meaning he sees that as if it were nothing. Nicholas Biddle proved a point. Just because he has scalped Indians and imprisoned judges does not mean he is to have his way with the bank. Even though Jackson was a strong person, he didn't prove his sense of absolute faith. Since Jackson was also a common man, he was the brutest and part of the common people. As Jackson tried to destroy the second bank, not only he wanted this to happen, but he could view it especially fully. He made it clear that most commonly he would like to challenge the constitutionality of the bank and its power. Jackson did not just see and destroy it, it would make him known for his people, political supporters. Now the main point is why did Jackson dislike the secondary bank and what made him take about to hate it? Well, it saw as if frontier man resisted the bank's lack of funding for expansion into the unsettled western territories. Jackson also objected to the bank's unequal political and economic power and to the lack of congressional oversight over its business dealings. So he basically evaluated secondary banks by stating that there was lots of funding towards the western states. Therefore, he strictly contributed that there was no money in the secondary bank. His view mainly was the money profit was for the West. He tried to leave his riches to go on a richer time. This shows constantly that Jackson didn't hate the people and he just wanted money. Now we know why Jackson disliked the secondary bank because there is no money. Over.
Now, Nicholas Biddle granted a new charter for Jackson to sign, but Jackson vetoed his bill. Now, the main point is, why did Jackson hate the secondary bank, and what made him think about it to hate it so much? Well, think about this. So he basically evaluated the bank by stating that there was a lack of funding towards the western expansion. Therefore, he strictly disputes that there was no money in the secondary bank. His view mainly was the money and profit for the West, and he tried to lead his rich people on a richer path. This shows consistently that Jackson didn't hate the people, he just wanted the money. President Jackson then got censured for showing unjust behavior of power against the bank war. Thank you, and that is all, folks.